down a call NASCAR. My solo no sir, I am not a passer. I will not after any of you people listen. I'm the man now, ain't I, ain't I? Ain't I work a plan now? Can't I, can't I? Can't I, can't I? I remember when you lame players hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that monkey, about my face, wearing that monkey, not that, that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money. Get some money, get some money. Get some money, get some money.
It's alright, man. Cool. I been going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read it, nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Soon I'm gone. When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand out, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like you better take a tone. They got a job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out killing clone. Coming in strong like tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party when I come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired.
on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas. The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 24. Our first down throw for Mills. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Oh my fucking God.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Quick throw, here's Shepard. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Texans at 1-7 now on the year. And they come in really scuffling. Losers of 7 of their last 8 games.
And I like where the management is taking this team now, because the record, not great, we know that. But now they're looking to the future, using the younger players instead of some of the veterans. They want to see how they produce.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football, and we're going to have a better chance to win again this week.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Right.
From the gun, here's Mills. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to the win. And it'll be a key to this game as well.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, LA.
Hello.
DJ Moore. Halfway to 100.
I ain't eat nothing.
Career touchdown number 50. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Shit. Some
They've
chicken.
got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown. And quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, I mentioned it already. On the road.
What public you going to?
Someone else's house. Establish a start like that. Obviously,
Oh, all right.
rise in a big way.
Nah, that's cool. I ain't know Scholar had started that daycare today.
Yeah. Why?
How long that took you to do?
Touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Like, get off my head to it, make a left, go down to the
This will be
pearl,
fielded
make
inside
right.
the 5.
It's in that plaza where I
Now
thought it was
Crease
going to
here
be.
as he's past the 30.
The wick off is
The 40.
Yeah.
He's at the 30. 10. He will take this all the way.
Oh, okay. That ain't that bad, man.
Something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
Oh, it's on the way. Ain't that in Riverside?
They don't get something done on this drive.
Ain't that in Riverside? Once you go to Yoga over there?
This game could be 88 now the game.
Oh, okay.
That thing's done.
Now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 now. The game. We still got a game going ahead of us. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Yeah.
Makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop.
They got it on the playground out there?
I ain't gonna see the whole thing. I forgot to ask. I'm gonna ask when I drop off tomorrow morning. I didn't
Oh, okay.
pay tuition either, so.
That was today.
Charger drive about to
Oh,
get
today is my day.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now we'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's waiting for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that.
No, okay.
His decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable.
I think I know where it's at.
Pick up the first down. And don't rule the possibility that he just gets it and runs again.
What shoes she had on? Them pink ones? Oh, she had the heels on? Oh, yeah. She had a princess outfit on. Okay. Yeah.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this pass broken up.
They ain't putting no down. They must have all that shit.
It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Okay, so they're gonna charge a whole hot $100 for some WD-40 on that shit.
Snap it to Herbert. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds.
I thought you took candy. Oh, you ain't take none of the school? Oh, shit. I was get out. What kind of candy that is? You know them kids don't like motherfuckers who want chocolate. Alright. Alright. Shit. Alright. I don't want them talking shit about my candy this year. They did. That was last year or the year before that. Oh, that was the year before. They want to eat that. They want to eat that shit.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Oh my fucking hell nah, they ain't finna bust. These kids be kind of. I mean, I know, right? Facts. I just tell them Pooh about that shit.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. Jalen Gayton.
Yeah, they charge $35 for damn kids to go through that shit. When they had a $10 day, well, they tripled that motherfucker. $35 for kids to go through that shit and give out 3 pieces of candy.
Right.
Motherfuckers tripping. All the motherfuckers there. There's over 1,000 people in there. You know they was making money. Maybe had 20. For real. Exactly.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Where you at? Oh, you at Publix.
I just looked. I was on Thomas Avenue.
Daniel Thomas.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Campbell is
This will
leader.
probably be the last
Who?
play of the quarter.
Oh, Campbell. Yeah, he had an interception this weekend.
Try to shake
Yeah,
off the
you need to
interception
get
from
it
the
back
last
there.
drive. He'll look to throw.
Fuck.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Well, that time we need to get another IV shit. He had one interception. The motherfucker still lost. Sorry, stupid ass coach.
From all the way up at the 38 now after
Stupid ass coach doing stupid ass shit. He on the 1 yard line. He run the ball. It's 1st and goal. Run the fucking ball. You call the fucking passing play.
throwing. Mills.
Oh, they call roughing the pass. Man, that's stupid ass shit.
Lonnie Johnson picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
Ashton teacher ain't sending no pictures. She ain't sending no pictures. Ashton teacher.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Alright.
Stakes it straight ahead. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
Yeah, you get a Hawaiian bread.
Why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Hawaiian
The
bread.
line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
I could. Oh, you can get that. You know where to get it from, all right?
Here's Pierce. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring
It's
up
tuning up there.
Oh, yeah.
Mills to throw for it on 4th.
What, man? Here we go with this.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield,
All
this
right.
might be a roughing call.
All right. You don't want no sandwich, though, right?
No, I don't want no sandwich. I want chicken. You get chicken.
Huh?
No, I don't want no sandwich.
Lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Mills to throw it. And that one drops down.
Yeah, that's
Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mills. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alex Anzalone buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And his drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. From just shy of midfield, Mills dancing to his left. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that one is not down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down inside the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mills. This is caught. It's Woods. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Mills. And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that goes to the goal line. If you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
Thank you.
And no way to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On 2nd down, Eckler. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looking. Now the Texans are going to 1st in their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
Oh, that's me.
Pass complete to Moore. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Herbert on 1st down now. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the 1st of their timeout.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Justin Hopkins, the kickoff for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Shut the hell up.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they will play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Mills. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from...
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Texans 7. Justin Hopkins will kick off for the Chargers.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Hopkins will kick off for the Chargers.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Mills on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To throw again on second down. Mills. And now here is another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game, because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking deep downfield. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Oh, that hit him.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What do they always say when they're throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Herbert off of play action. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. Down inside the 10. Touchdown. Mike Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And some room to roam now. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go again with Pierce. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Looking to throw is Mills. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up the fourth down. Mills. Caught by Woods. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They go play action. Mills. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball. And under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. After the sack on first down, Herbert got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. DJ Moore, 75 yards. And the Chargers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills. And now here is another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, 28 yards. And the Chargers continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point good by Hopkins. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Up the middle they go with Drake. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Touchdown! Mike Williams, 27 yards. And the Chargers are pouring it on. Hopkins with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At their own 17-yard line.
They'll get things started with a carry by Pierce.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
On 3rd down, here's Mills.
And he's got his man on the out route.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now a run up the middle with Drake. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Mills.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Talk about 2 sides of the ball cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he's on to punt for Houston. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Take it at the 37. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's pretty evident that isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
He's going to go on top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. On 4th down, Herbert. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Texans come up with a late turnover that will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, though. We just set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say you call a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Chargers, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.
Tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew. One for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. The chain don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, get him picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a... Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my key, said cop, get that fuck like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody. I just went it up the top, cut it up the road, up the curb, up the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that means a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with them too. I paid it out of full.
On my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you this gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the neck, my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalized, my boy. Toll free. That's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm the connect, my boy, off the top.
I'm glad you tried it.
I was just trying it for the road, but they ain't say how old nothing. I was like, hey,
How much left on you?
$30.
Oh.
It was almost $400.
That's a meal.
But I spent a lot of Alright.
My boys make major moves. Still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment. Told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up. I cannot quit it. I need it. I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting. I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You're the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. giving my all, I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to bars, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind.